So welcome back to our third Junior Nationals final. This time it is the under-12 girls. West Wildcats have their third final in a row versus the Southwest Saxons. And I'm joined by Vicky Stevens. Vicky, how are we?
Doing really well today. We've had our girls 14s win earlier today. They're champions again, and so we're hoping our 12s can do the same today. Obviously it's a bit wet out there at the moment, so we'll see how the girls can hold on to the ball.
Yeah, and that will be, it's the great leveller, isn't it, the rain. As soon as the rain comes pouring, everything starts to slow down just a touch. And it'll be interesting to see how this under-12s team manage on both sides of the ball, as it really does come pouring down for just a moment.
Absolutely, and we've got a really good drive so far from the Wildcats despite the rain. So we'll see how the Saxons defend on the line. Okay, it's a turnover ball, ball's gone to ground.
And this will be our first real opportunity to have a look at the transition here for both teams, whether they will sub or not. That's good momentum. That was Izzy Picker-Vance drawing over towards the box, and then the rain playing its part once more. And the only saving grace to it is the sun is still shining. So hopefully this is just a one-off shower and we get back to some dry touch. As it stands, the Wildcats driving towards the try line to open the scoring in this 12s final.
Good, we've got some pushing up from the Saxons going on. There's lots of conversation going on the line to hit the line and bounce. See if the Wildcats are in hit. No. Wings come in for a touch, turnover ball. Yeah,
it was a good shot there from the winger. Opportunities to go on the outside potentially, but not taken. Maybe influenced a little bit by the rain, as once more the glorious sun comes out. The joys of a British summer. That's good hands, good momentum to get towards the sub box.
Let's see if we can get to the box now, the Saxons. They've got some pacey runners when they get going. A lot of them play football together, some of them go to school together, and their coach Steve Holland's been working with them quite a lot in terms of just getting that forward momentum.
Yeah, and it's so important. And I think at this level, it's just, you know, in this age group, it's just getting that forward momentum, getting those slick core skills together. And we've seen that from both teams so far on live stream, but the rain and the slippy ball is playing its part in this final already. I wonder if both coaches will just be saying that just take a little bit of pace off it and just secure possession of the ball before we think about doing anything else.
Absolutely. I know Adam Thomas, who's one of my England coaches over coaching Wildcats, he'll be saying to the girls, just calm down, take your time. Steve, equally, who's the Southwest coach, really, really positive, both of them, in terms of the girls. Go forward momentum, but always positive. We reset, we go again.
As we see a quickie down the short side, and good recycling of the plate coming over, but once more the ball just slipping loose of the grasp of the Wildcats.
Yeah, and Scarlett Holland's going to step over the ball and get us going again.
And again, that forward momentum on display. Just overrunning the mark, a touch has to come back. There is Holland. Good momentum, second touch up near their box now. And there's 24, Sienna Riccardi. You can hear the coaches in the Southwest sub box just sort of guiding their players.
Oh, now we've got some space that Scarlett can do with it. Good touch from 13 Wildcats. Megan Wright. Oh, no, sorry, 13. Sarah Katab.
And that ball is killed over in the corner. Now the Wildcats will have an opportunity to get some fresh legs on. That's good momentum carried early up that sub box. A second touch taken in relatively similar areas. So some forward momentum is the measure of the day. That's better. A good roll ball. I've got to say that, you know, the 12s categories across, you know, both the boys and the girls, the quality and the structure is just brilliant, especially at such a young age. I know a lot of social adults who can't necessarily execute a sub move.
Absolutely, and it's amazing to see so many teams entering these 12s categories now, so we can really, really build, not just as regions, but also as England Touch in terms of player base, and alongside with Tri-Sports as well, just moving forward in terms of the number of children playing touch, but also early in order to build.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know the England Under 12s Academy is helping with that as well, allowing an opportunity for these children to play against their peers, as we see The Saxons, carve a really nice line through the middle, and that's a brilliant run. Will she go all the way? There is people behind her, but that ball is down nice and safe.
I think it's Riccardi again.
And it's number 24, Sienna Riccardi. Impressed at a recent Tri-Sports residential camp, so that point made with an exclamation to open the scoring in this final. Sienna Riccardi takes it on herself, finds the gap, acceleration, and well, forward momentum. We've heard it spoken a lot. Well, that's what it can give you. Now the impetus is on the Wildcats to get a score on the board. And you know, although the Wildcats have unfortunately for them lost 2 finals in a row, to make 3 consecutive finals, that shows just how much junior sport is growing in that region.
Absolutely, it shows huge depth in the region, but also their commitment to developing junior touch.
Yeah.
I know Claire Rylance, who sort of leads in terms of the juniors, is very much about getting as much experience for the juniors as possible.
Yeah. And it is really shining through because they have the most amount of finals to a region's name, which is just wonderful to see. Good footwork on display, nice left foot step.
That's a great touch there from Scarlett Thomas on the wing.
And that was number 4, Izzy Picker-Vance, trying to make something happen. Here is Picker-Vance. That might be given touch and pass. It is indeed. And I suppose it gives us an opportunity to speak on the role of the referees at this age level. It's more, you know, we want to see the game that we know, something that resembles touch, but also the level of sort of coaching and education that comes from playing at this level. The referees play a really big part in that.
Absolutely huge. What's brilliant about the refs is they're constantly talking to the players, they're coaching them, they're explaining, yes, the calls, but also why that's happened, what's led up to it. And you'll see a huge amount of learning, particularly for actually all the age categories, but very much the 12s, during the tournament, because the more the refs coach and speak to them as they play, the more they learn and then adapt.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's textbook on how you grow an understanding and foster a love of the sport in these people that are playing at such a tender age.
And I think that's what it's all about, is that enjoyment.
Yeah, great hands once more, getting all the way out to this outside edge efficiently. And now...
going. Great covering touch from 38 and the Wildcats there.
That was Faye Duncan trying to get through for the Southwest Saxons. And 38 is Sophia Hughes, who got across to make that touch.
They're going again.
Oh, and there's a really good bit of pace shown once more. This time from Scarlett Holland. It's got to be said, the athleticism from the girls from the Southwest Saxons region is really impressive. We saw it in the 14s girls earlier on, some absolute wheels knocking about on pitch.
I think that's something certainly, and we've got lots of players that have come from a range of different sports into touch, and I think that really shows in terms of, as you say, athleticism and sort of the heads-up play as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That hand-eye coordination as well. All the core skills for touch. There's Sienna Riccardi trying to make something happen for the Saxons.
And again, we have a really good example here of Crystal, who's reffing at the moment, explaining to the girls what's happening. And that also really, really helps with their understanding of why certain things have been called.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a little bit stop-start at the moment. Just a brief break in play whilst the Saxons align their forces. Sienna Riccardi, roll ball on the 7 for Holland. Riccardi checking away once more to Picker-Vance.
Really good hands.
Great hands in the corner. Now there's a foot race. And unfortunately, for the Saxons, it doesn't lead to much. Oh, and that ball just drops to the floor. So on this occasion, the likes of Picker-Vance and Holland can't manufacture an opportunity to get over.
There's a touch from Daisy Burrow coming in. Oh, and possibly a change of possession, I think.
Yeah, and again, is another good opportunity of that education coming in. I believe the first hand signal I saw was an off-the-mark penalty.
Yeah. And the ref's just taking that moment to explain why that's taking place. I think that's really important.
Yeah, absolutely. There's Daisy Burrow. Working its way now over.
Can they spread the width?
To Riccardi. Oh, Riccardi wants to do it herself. It's a good touch that's made. And Riccardi dancing around, avoiding some touches, and eventually trying to get to the try line. But the touch comes in. It's good defence coming in from the Wildcats. Good hands. Oh, and once more, great hands. Trying to get over towards the corner, trying to run around everyone. A touch comes in first. I believe that was Cora Puddy. I'm not wearing my glasses, so 8s and 5s and 2s look very similar.
Yeah, that was Cora.
Thank you. And that is 6-touch turnover. But one of the things I really like about the 12s category at the moment is the use of all the touches available to them.
Absolutely.
Not trying to force things, you know. It's really good touch behaviours showing very early.
Absolutely, and looking for space, whether that's passing to space or trying to run into space, but it's that awareness of where the defence are.
Yeah, and I think it's very fair to say that this 12s final is happening under some not very nice conditions. The wind is blowing heavily, so these passes have an extra bit of hold and swerve. It shows the core skills on display. That's a great bit of acceleration to try and get through the gap, but really well caught by number 6.
Isla Houston.
I believe yesterday when we had the Southwest Saxons 12, Isla Houston, I want to say, got a hat-trick in the game.
I think she did, yes, yesterday she did.
And she was my pick of the bunch. Absolute wheels on display.
Yeah, when she gets going, she's got some serious pace.
And also not afraid to just run straight into people, which is always good from a rugby perspective. Here is Houston. Checking away now to pick a Vance to Riccardi. Riccardi with Shimkute on her outside. Riccardi trying to go full length ball, flirting with the touch line.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're going again with more space on the other side, but worth note again, Scarlett Thomas with a really good covering touch in this wing, as otherwise Izzy's gone.
Absolutely. Nice good hands again out to the wing. Nice right foot step. Can they get around the outside? And am I correct in saying that so far we are 12 minutes into this game and the Southwest Saxons haven't subbed?
They roll their subs at various points. They're subbed a few, but not in terms of lots of numbers.
Yeah.
And I think that's something because they actually, as a group, they haven't got 14, haven't got 16. They've got quite a low number in the squad.
Yeah.
And actually, the way they work is rather than running a full sub play, it's based on what's going on the pitch and where they are in proximity to the box.
Good feet to bounce to the outside edge. And would they go all the way? That's good footwork step on the inside. But a really good covering touch came in. And now we see the Wildcats in attack, but only briefly. Well, there's a lapse of communication.
So it'll be interesting. I think they're going for some subbing now, actually.
And now they're starting to organise this subset. Good evasion.
From Ali, well done.
Ali Shimkute getting up to halfway. A little bit isolated now. Is Esme down?
What I'm really liking actually from the Wildcats though in this defensive set is they're really pushing up. They're being proactive in terms of defence.
Yeah. That's down. Taking the touch once again. That line speed from Wildcats, very evident. But there's a bounce, and now there's an opportunity for Riccardi to try and go through.
It's a great little show and go there, Riccardi.
I love it. It's so good. You know, I was there at the National Schools Cup final, and the core skills on display for people of such a young age, it's just amazing. And I mentioned this to Chris Wearmouth, and I mentioned this to Dom Tripp when we were at the National Schools final. It's nice to see this game played like a game.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think there's a level of, when you start to play at a really high level, you lose that aspect. You know, we started to play this because it was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's a great run by the Wildcats on the wing there. Just caught with a covering touch, but excellent pace.
Yeah, Daisy Burrow it was, going over to make a touch. And struggling to pick up on some numbers. You might be thinking, well, the West Wildcats don't get a lot of names called. Well, the black and orange makes some of these numbers not so discernible from a distance. As we've now got the Wildcats. That's good momentum. I believe from Esme down, getting over. And there's good footwork coming in to get back into the infield. That was Kyla Kendall.
And as we come to half-time, another good example of the refs playing that coaching role as well.
Yeah, and there's been more than a few examples of that, and I think that's what, you know, creates a better understanding and a better relationship with the game. I think with touch, there is a lot of rules. There's a lot of little bits that you can get picked up on, and with refs such as what we've got in this final, it just makes the game so much more approachable for these girls.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it positive learning, and they want to learn and they want to adapt. But as you said, they still have the enjoyment of playing.
Yeah, and the enjoyment is what we focus on. But at half-time, it is the Southwest Saxons who lead a 0 and the rain definitely played its part early. I wonder if as the ball starts to dry off, we start to see a little bit more of that expansive rugby that we've seen from both of these sides. But we're going to take a very quick break for around 5 minutes, and we'll be right back with you for the second half of the Girls 12 final.
Wildcats from the 12 girls, Southwest Saxons at 12. Saxons take the lead, going through the second half.
The Marketing and Business Development Program, it's a program where people who are either new to Vermeer or new to your current role, you get together for about 5 weeks over the first 5 or 6 months of your time here. And you really get to start learning about the people, the products, the culture, and it really equips you to be successful in your role.
Some people are coming into Vermeer not knowing anything, so it's meeting people and getting opportunities and getting your face exposure and getting their exposure to you so you know everyone already.
And it kind of creates a more effective worker because they have that base knowledge of everyone that they're going to be working around and with. In my position with training, it exposed me to other areas of thought that I wouldn't originally include in my training exercises or in the way that I go about building those and routing those exercises.
Vermeer is a huge worldwide manufacturer, over 3,000 team members. There's a lot that goes on here. So this program does a good job of boiling down how our products are manufactured to how we distribute them through our dealer network, and then just connecting you with different people all across the Vermeer mile so you can do your job.
I've always been operations side, so this one showed me the other side of the company, and I have no idea when it comes to sales. So this has really kind of showed me, using some of my engineering background and stuff about the product that I already know. Now I get to use it and learn about the sales and how we forecast and how we should sell it and how do we market it the right way. And so now I feel more equipped to be in my position than with my just engineering degree in general.
My favorite part of the program was not only making friends in the group, because you kind of bond with the people in the group, and there was about 8 of us in there, and they're still my friends to this day, but my favorite part was also making contacts with the people and the presenters. In my position, there's a lot of times where someone will say, hey, reach out to this person, and you've never actually met that person before. So now actually meeting that person and putting a face with the name, makes my job a lot easier.
My favorite part was getting to meet with executives. We get a couple one-on-one sessions where they share kind of their whole career story, and you get a chance to ask them questions too about your own development at Vermeer. So you get to connect with them on a personal level, which is something you don't get a chance to do at a lot of other companies. So I think that was a really unique opportunity.
I just graduated, and I know that working at a company like Vermeer, I'm cared for, and they want to push me to be the best person I can. And as a young professional, it gives me a heightened sense of value in me as an employee, that the company cares enough to build me and my character.
And that's really what this whole process has been. People wanting me to grow, wanting you to do better, wanting to talk to you and make sure you learn the most out of what you can.
I'm just really grateful to be at a company that will invest this time in me to learn more about the company and get more context to really succeed in my job. If I had not had this program, I would not be connected to so many people who help me do my job every day.
Wildcats! So welcome back, and the hooter will get us underway in just a moment. Where it is the girls' 12th final. Southwest Saxons lead a try to nil, but Wildcats have tap off, which is always beneficial.
Number 13 there, Sarah Khatib taking it up.
Here is Khatib working alongside
Isla Richards
and Libby Farris. There's Farris taking the ball in.
They've really started with some sort of momentum and incentive here, the Wildcats, which is great to see.
Farris pick up. There's a 2-on-1. If they can find the winger, they do. It's great hands on display, but good athleticism from Saxons number 6. Ayla Kouston, that prolific winger that had a hat-trick yesterday on live stream. As we see, the Northwest Boys 14s go below us. Their final is up next, all smiles and happy.
All ready to go.
Indeed, and they've got some very high-profile players in there. Well, sons of very high-profile players in that team.
Southwest trying to get the drive going now, about halfway. But some good covering defence from the far link and wing from the Wildcats.
Yeah, there is Ayla Kouston involved. There's Riccardi. There's Pickavance. And that 6-touch turnover. So good defence there from the West Wildcats. And, you know, from a coach's perspective, I'll ask you, what would have been the chat in the West Wildcats sub-box going in a try down?
I think lots and lots of positives to take from the first half from them. So I expect it would have been same again. We go with momentum, we keep tight for defence. But generally, I think the message would have been, heads up, let's go again. Yeah. There's one in it. In touch, that's nothing.
Yeah.
It's a really close match. You can see why both these teams have made the final in terms of the 12s category. So as positive as possible for girls 12s.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was something that me and Wilf picked up on earlier. It really does seem like the right teams have made each final, because each final is so tight. And I suppose that's the benefit of that round robin group stage. Everyone plays everyone twice in some occasion. And, you know, often you do get the teams that are here on merit. And I mean, one try in it, I'd love to see a girls 12 drop off. I absolutely would.
It'd be fascinating to see. And actually, you've got two teams that've got some serious athleticism in them. So it would be a really exciting drop off.
As we see, I would have thought that play was offside, and yes, there is the call of play on. So can they find the spare player? They do. Is that ball down? No, the touch has come in.
Again from Isla Kouston, that covering winger.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you do end up with a drop-off, I suppose the Southwest Saxon game plan is just give the ball to Isla Kouston and just let her run.
Let her run. But I think you've got several in both teams that have got some serious pace. One of the Wildcats, I think, is the 10th fastest girl in Year 5 in cross-country in England.
Wow.
Carrie Sterling-Jones. So, you know, if you get to a drop-off, it's going to be some seriously exciting touch to watch.
I think just start both teams on the same try line and just have a bit of a run. And yeah, we'll have an 80-metre foot race. But the Saxons, that's good momentum. That's really good carrying from
Good
number
yards
20.
From
That was Esme down carrying. Similarly from Scarlett Holland. Now Ali Shimkite. Here is
Faye
Riccardi.
Duncan shifting on.
That's 5th. So they need a good scoop. There's opportunities. There's a lot of space, and they do work the ball to Cora Puddy, and Puddy trying to go around the outside of everyone, steps back on the inside. Good footwork, but now this touch is made, and that is 6 in turnover. Who's got identification of the space, just couldn't quite straighten and get through that gap.
Absolutely, and it's the girls gradually learning to straighten and then decide where the space is and kick out, or perhaps in that opportunity pass.
Yeah.
But
And
some really good pace.
Yeah, and these core skills will be built on. This is new categories, these under 12s. And it's great to see girls and boys being able to play against their peers more reliably, as we see 5th touch now, and the Wildcats go over to the short side. But they've run out of space, and it's that girl Isla Kouston once more making defensive touches.
Getting that ball turned over. What I have been really impressed with both sides, actually, is we really haven't seen many drop balls, many bobbled balls, knock-ons. The ruck's been good.
Yeah.
These girls are taking the touches, they're grounding the balls, and that basic core skill set is so important.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a really good example there, actually, where the touch comes in and that ball is really pressed into the ground. You know, there's no if, buts or maybes about the roll ball, and now Riccardi eyeing up a potential second, but it's a really good tracking touch that's been made by number 33, Amy Robinson. And there is Robinson making another touch, working alongside Bella Roberts. There is Roberts, making another good touch. There's Holland.
Oh.
Trying to bounce on the outside of Ava Whelan, and does.
But it's turnover ball at that point, so some good defence again for Wildcats. But you can see where Southwest are just trying to stretch in terms of running, moving side to side to see if that Wildcat defence will react.
Good footwork coming in, and we believe that that is Alicia Harris, but she's wearing 89 and we've only got an 84 on the team sheet. So we're going to hazard a guess that that's Alicia Harris. And Sophia Hughes involved as well. There's Bella Roberts.
See what Wildcats do with the last touch.
Good hands. Ava Whelan misses a couple, and then they come back on the inside. Nice good hands on display here from the Wildcats,
yeah,
and if they can end up... Oh, and that's good, and that's away once more. But that ball goes forward, and I think Steve Holland was being a bit vocal about the forward pass in there, but good defence and good attack from both Southwest Saxons and the West Wildcats. And that's a really good example of the skills that we have on display.
Yeah, I absolutely love both of these teams are really going for it. There's no nervous play, there's no kind of worried, cautious play. They're all going, and we've got some great yards here on the near side.
Yeah, that's Ali Simkute. Nice questions being asked in the sub box. Does anyone need to come off? No? Okay, then you stay. Looking to go to Cora Puddy, but that ball
doesn't quite go to hand there.
Just a bit too far in front.
So good opportunity now for Wildcats to get their drive going, gain some yards.
They'll look to try and use the full set of 6 to get over. That's a pass that tries to go to the wing, but just hits the deck. So one or two bits of overplaying starting to occur for the Wildcats. 8 minutes left to go in this final. Still only the one try in it.
Yeah, it's still literally anyone's game at this point. However, I was really impressed, as you mentioned earlier, with Isla Couston. Oh, she's going. Isla Couston's defensive set.
Yeah.
Coming in then hard as a wing, holding a space, forcing the turnover.
Yeah, and Isla Couston, maybe not too happy that she's been called to have walked off to the side of the pitch, but now it is another turnover. So Wildcats with a good opportunity. Here's Robinson.
Oh, some great yards there. Some great yards. Still going.
Oh, still going.
No. Touch was made.
Oh, my bad. There was a little hand to say, yeah, okay, no worries.
It's number 14, Bella Roberts. Some great yards there.
Pass feet and a killer step will still be eligible for Girls 12s next year.
And I think that's a really good point. I know the coaches for Wildcats have said in their team, a good chunk of the team are going to be eligible for another year or two in this category. So they're really going to be building. They're going to be so impressive as they move forward.
Yeah, and to make a final in their first, in this year, considering that all of their players, well, a lot of their players will be eligible next year.
Absolutely.
I mean, that bodes so well to have another year to consolidate on the skills that you've got and to implement some fresh ones. That bodes well for junior nationals in future.
And here we go, Isla Couston starting again, taking out the side. Oh.
And it's a really good touch made there. I want to say that was number 8, Libby Farris. I think it was, yeah.
Good pressure there from the Wildcats, forcing Saxons to drop the ball. And now they've got a great attacking opportunity.
And once again, Isla Couston getting up, making touches, but has been deemed to be offside. So a fresh set of 6 here for the Wildcats.
Okay, let's see what they can do with it. It's a great attacking opportunity.
Good dump and roll ball.
Oh.
But Isla Couston says, no thank you, that's half court and turnover. Or not.
They're playing on. Okay.
Cool. What do I know? Nice open side quickie, and now there's a foot race to the corner. Stepping back might be the recipe for success, and they do. They move the ball from one edge to another very well. There's Robinson working in the midfield, and now there's a foot race, but Isla Couston, I want to try and run around.
She's there again.
Doing really well. Oh, I think that ball was very much just sort of thrown in the face of Isla Couston, so that'll be given turnover. Ball down. Really good defence from the Saxons.
Again, the calls is coming, work it to the box.
It's a good roll ball. And Riccardi has it back. Here is Sienna Riccardi. Ali Shumkute.
What's also been really good for both teams, they've clearly at this age been coached, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
To ensure the ball's live. So you
Yes.
see often there'll be like a split and feedback to the person who's taking the dump, which we often see in juniors is people get caught a half.
Yeah.
And not just on the scoop, sometimes when they don't realise that
Yeah.
they're half. But both teams frequently are recycling it to make sure whoever's got the ball is live and can be touched.
Yeah, absolutely. And the
score.
core skills, it's such a credit to the coaches. Oh, Cora Puddy does get that ball away, and now there's a bit of an opportunity on the outside edge, not necessarily taken, but well identified. And then again, really good line speed, but called offside. I think the Tigers were like, what? Another good touch comes in. Opportunity here. Down the short side, we're going to say that is still Alicia Harris until proven wrong. That's good momentum coming in there once more from Bella Roberts. And actually, now that they're a little bit closer, I can see it. That's not Amy Robinson, that's Isla Richens wearing number 35 and not 33. Well done, Joe.
Good pressure there from the Saxons, pushing up, getting up in defence has forced the drop ball. But a really good attacking set there from the Wildcats. Made huge yards. And now the Saxons have to try and get back up to the try line.
And Isla Couston, again, just makes really good meters. That ball's away. So they'll continue to play and then trying to go around the outside. It's a good touch that comes in from Bella Roberts. Good step. And still going.
Still going.
Is Esme down? And there's Sienna Riccardi. Good pick up from Kyla Kendall. There's Daisy Burrow, here's Sienna Riccardi, and there is an opportunity over on the short side. Just need to throw one more pass and it should be try time.
Oh, good covering touch there by the Wildcat.
It's well defended and there is only 2.5 minutes left to play. I wonder...
Oh, unfortunate there.
I was about to say, I wonder if the Wildcats can go and threaten off this set, but that drop ball
It's
surrender.
also, we talked about the weather earlier, the wind is really picking up now.
Yeah.
And that has a big impact when you're trying to throw those passes.
Isla Couston going on a bit of a mazy one. I don't think Isla Couston has subbed for this entire game, which is so impressive. There is Sienna Riccardi looking to get over towards Isla Couston, but nothing doing.
Again, they've still got some touches though, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with this now.
There's Riccardi.
Oh.
Good hands and good evasion as well. Ball is still live for Daisy Burrow. There's Riccardi. Riccardi half's a little bit slow to get there.
A quickie there.
And that is 6 touch and turnover. Sienna Riccardi looking a little bit leggy, getting back off the floor after working with Izzy Pickavance to try and pick the lock of the Wildcats defence once more. And that's great momentum made off touch 1.
Oh, some good evasion going on from the far Wildcats wing.
I think that was Izzy Julian working well. And now we have, some more great evasion. And Bella Roberts, on a few occasions, has just been a little bit, a few inches away from scoring. That's a really good covering touch that comes in.
Kyla.
There's indeed Kyla. There's less than a minute left to go. So the Wildcats need to go quickly, but that is 6 touch turnover, and I assume that Steve Holland will be barking orders to say, just don't drop the ball.
Just keep it for the set.
And we'll be home and dry. And the Southwest Saxons, I mean, how fast can a region grow in a year? Opens nationals, junior nationals. The Southwest is, well, they've become a bit of a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, and that's what we intend to do. We're still building, constantly building, but we have, as a kind of a leadership group, I suppose, of the region, a plan for how we want to build.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've had a fantastic year, fantastic 18 months, I suppose. But there's more we can do. However, our strength is going to be in our juniors as we build them. But again, we still don't have enough touch clubs for juniors in the region, or touch clubs just generally in the region. So this is so important.
Yeah, this is so important. This is how you grow a region. This is how you grow a sport. You start as young as you possibly can, and you hope that they stay with you through the journey. But it is the Southwest Saxons who win the girls' 12s final 1-0. That try from Sienna Riccardi, the one that settles the difference. And I mean, the Southwest has grown so much as a nation, well, as a region. It does really feel like, not only from a junior perspective, an open perspective, that region, the way that it's growing, the fact that a lot of these girls will continue through the ranks of the age groups, it might be a little bit of a warning sign to the likes of Midlands, who have had a bit of a death grip on the category so far.
And that gives, I mean, you know, huge amounts of respect to the Midlands, because they give us that model of a junior programme to build towards, and that's what we want to emulate to get to that. But just before we finish, hugely obviously happy for the Saxons, but a massive shout out to the West Wildcats. They deserve to be in this final. You can tell that one try in it could have gone either way. They played with pace, they played with commitment and conviction, and that's so good. Both teams, great to watch.
Indeed, and West Wildcats in 3 back-to-back finals in the Junior Nationals, unfortunately pipped to the post by the Southwest Saxons on this occasion. But we are going to take a very quick break of around 9 minutes. And coming up next, we have the Midlands Tigers versus the Northwest Bulls in the Boys 14 final. Now, we had this game at 9 o'clock this morning, and the Midlands Tigers pipped it out. But by chatting to some of the Northwest boys, they knew that they started slow and they could sort of take their foot off the gas. So it's not one to be missed.
The North will always be up for it, so it'll be an interesting
The
match.
North will always be up for it, and we'll bring you that in around 8 minutes' time.
Well, I'm here pitchside in a sea of Saxons, it seems, surrounded as well by a lot of very impressed siblings and parents. It's a victory for the Southwest Saxons in the under-12 girls competitions. Firstly, just a general vibe. How are we all feeling about the win? Well, it's great to hear. I'm going to pass a question down here first and just talk about Southwest Saxons' amazing success at the senior level. They've had victory as well for the girls in the under-14s, now the under-12s. How does it feel to be part of the Southwest Saxons?
Really good.
And we're talking about the Saxons. It's a big community. You've all come from all over the country. I'll go here for a question, if that's all right. You've all come from all over the country. How much time have you guys actually had to play together as a squad in the build-up to today?
So we've not had that much time. We do a training session once a month on the weekend. So I've played with some of these people once before this, but we've done really well to get to win just from being there. And I think we're one of the youngest teams here.
Well, it's absolutely amazing to have done so well. Who next wants to answer a question before we're here? Right, great, okay, super keen. The question I was wondering is, you know, you've all come together as a squad, but there's been so many people who have helped this under-12 age group sort of come together and play so well and win this competition. Is there anyone in particular that you as a squad think you need to thank for that victory today?
Mr. Steve. I'm sorry.
Steve, you're going to have to come over here now. You've been mentioned by name. Very quickly, Coach Steve, this is obviously such a lovely group of girls. They're such a strong unit, and they've played so well today. How does it feel to look after them and to have coached them to such great success, along with a couple of other really impressive Saxons performances this season?
Yeah, it's been a great season for all of the Saxons. Like you said, it's seniors and under-14 girls. It's been amazing to coach this group. First time we've ever had an under-12s competition at Nationals, so that's a real privilege. 10 of the 13 come from my town of Weston-super-Mare, so that's amazing. And 9 of them can play for another 2 years in this competition. So we've got a lot of year 5s in this team, so that bodes well for the future.
Fantastic, thanks very much for speaking to us, and well done guys, great work. A big win for the Southwest Saxons, but we're straight on to another final, of course. Under-14 boys is next here at the Junior Nationals before a double header of under-17s. But well done everyone, congratulations. I'll send you back upstairs to Joe Wright. I'll be joining him shortly for the next game live here at the Junior Nationals.